welcome to iCow TV. It's a midday glory. It's February the 21st, 2020. What a mighty God we serve, heaven and earth adore him. Angels bow before him. Awesome God, we bless you. Thanking you for another privilege to serve, another privilege to serve you in your kingdom here on earth. We give you all the glory and honor. Thank you, sweet Jesus. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We submit and yield ourselves, our beings, our thought to you, that you will help us to give our Father the worship and the praise that is due him. Guys, hold on, fasten your seatbelt. My message this afternoon will bless you again. It says, fear not. There is nothing to fear, absolutely nothing to fear. Why? The one that says fear not is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all. The one that says fear not is the Almighty God in his almighty nature. The one that says fear not is the one that began everything, so he knows the end from the beginning. So God says fear not, I am with you. You gotta sleep, you gotta rest up. We are putting the premium on God this afternoon in Jesus' name. Before we do that, you know we gotta worship him and praise him. He's worthy of our thanksgiving. Yes, he's worthy of our worship. He's worthy of our praise. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Everything that is not of God, let the fire consume. Fire, my God. Fire, fire. The fire of the Holy Ghost. The fire of the Holy Ghost. Baptize us again. Jesus, you are the baptizer. Baptize us again. Baptize us again. For the Holy Ghost, the way of something new in my life. Something new in my life. You gotta sing it from your heart and desire it. Something new. Yesterday is gone. Something wonderful. Something beautiful. Oh, that's what I desire, Lord. Today. Something new in my life. Something wonderful. Something beautiful. Today. I know because my angels are. Something beautiful. Something so wonderful. Something so marvelous. I know you can do it, Lord. I know you can do it. You are the Lord, you are the Lord. You are the one. You are the keys. Now, you are the owner. The owner of my life. You are the one. You can never. I am Osha. Osha. You are the boost of all. I never go to sleep. For sure, to you, my King. Ima, we bow and worship you, Lord. I want new fire. I want new fire. New fire. come. Sweet Holy Ghost today is another. We cry. We say do something new. Touch us anew. Breathe on us anew. Embrace us anew. Lift us anew. Encounter us anew. Have mercy again. New fire, new grace, new favor, new health, new speed, new strength, new man. Do something new. Do something new. Lord, do something new. We appeal to your mercy. We appeal to your love. We appeal to your power. We appeal to your ability. We appeal to your mind. And we say, Lord, do something new. 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 You know, we can never run on a reserved mercy. You know, when the people of Israel came out of Egypt, God commanded them to pick up manna every morning. He said, this thing will rain down every morning for you. The Bible says His mercies are new every morning. It's alright to ask for a new fire this day. It's alright to ask for a new wine, a new strength. You can't run on reserve. New strength, new man, new oil. Why don't you lift up your voice and ask Him for something new? Look at where you are right now. Ask Him for something new. New. Baptize me again, my King. Visit me again, my King. You know, it doesn't matter how many times you've had an encounter, a visitation from the Lord. There are thousands of dimensions in Him that you have never seen. I want to see you another way. I want to see you from another way that I've not seen you before. Please, Lord. Please, Lord. Show me your glory again. It's alright to pray that. Please, Lord, show me another dimension of your glory. Show me another dimension of your grace. Give me a new wine to drink. Let me be drunk in the Spirit. Give me a new wine to drink. Touch me again. Fresh fire. upon us afresh. Let the power of the highest overshadow us again. Baptize your church all over the world with a new fire. Baptize the fivefold ministry with a new fire. New fire, Lord. Baptize your saints. Baptize my tongue with a new fire. Baptize my feet with a new fire. You are my God. You are my God. I worship you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see what I've not seen before. Let me hear what I've not heard before. Let me do what I've not done before. I love you. I love you. Forever. I love you. Forever. I trust you. Forever. Lord, I trust you. Why don't you thank him for the new thing that you have asked him? Thank him. Thank him for the new thing that you have asked him. Thank him for the new thing you have asked him. This is the confidence that we have when we pray according to his will. He said, I will do a new thing. I will do a new thing. I will do a new thing. You will forget the former things. I will do a new thing. It shall spring forth now. I will do a new thing. Thank you, Master. Thank you for new strength, new fire, new oil, new anointing, new territory, new favors, new health, new speed, new mind. Thank you for new angels, new glories, new encounters. My rock, thank you for new song. My soul shall sing a new song, a love song for you, Lord. My soul shall sing a new song, a love song. My soul shall sing a new song, is the sweet confidence that we have. Whatever we ask in your name, whatever we ask according to your will, you hear us. Thank you for doing a new thing that is springing forth now. Thank you for the new wine that you're giving us to drink now. Thank you for the new encounters with you. We give you all the glory, for you alone deserve it. Thank you for giving us the horns of iron, wearing us the wounds of bronze, that we may break into pieces nations. Surely all the days of our lives, no man is able to stand before us. Thank you for new authority. 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 Thank you for the new dimension. Take the glory by yourself. Take this honor by yourself. What a privilege. Thank you for making our enemies our footstool. Thank you for driving them away before us. Thank you for becoming an enemy to our enemies and becoming an adversary to our adversaries. Oh, sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus. El Shaddai. El Shaddai. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the victory upon victory upon victory upon victory upon victory upon victory. At every step, you will do. That is what you will. That is why you are called. You know, he's not a man that will lie, not the son of man that will repent. As he said, will he not make it so? It is impossible for God to lie. God is God. He's not afraid of anybody. He is the maker of all things. He is the owner of all things. Things visible and invisible. He is the boss and the Lord of all things. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hallelujah. To God alone be all the glory. He is worthy of our praise. What a mighty God. What a wonderful God. What a glorious God. Unchangeable changer. Reliable, dependable, faithful, awesome. Covenant keeping God. The God that can never fail. Almighty God in his class. The ancient of days. Eminity in chain, Minoloruko ńlá. Ọba tí kì í kú, tí kì í rẹ̀, tí kì í sùn, tí kì í tóbi. Òkè lẹ́yìn onígbàgbọ́. He is God by himself. Arúgbó ọjọ́ òní. Àdàgbà má pàròyè. Ọba tó ń gbé ní mímọ́, tó ń ṣe mímọ́, tó ń sọ mímọ́, tó jẹ́ mímọ́. Aláṣọ funfun, nírun funfun, ọlọ́wọ́ funfun, ọlọ́kọ̀ funfun, elérò funfun. He is God. He is beautiful. He answers prayers. No matter how long it takes. If you can hold on. If you can trust him. If you can put the premium on him. Take the premium off Satan. Take the premium off yourself. Place it on him. You know, this is why it's so important. Listen to me, folks. I'm going to digress for a second. It is so important that you have an intercourse relationship with God. If your relationship with God is based on your pastor, you will not trust God. Because your pastor is man, dust. If you only see God through your pastor, you only see God through your pastor, your papa, your mama, you won't make it. You won't survive. You have to cultivate your own personal relationship. The reason you have pastors and leaders, only one reason. One. The assignment, the reason for every pastor and every leader and every whatever the title they carry is to connect you to him, not to them. Him. If you can't see God by yourself, you are in trouble. Please. If you're only waiting on Sunday until you get to church or so before you go and talk to God, you're already in trouble. What if the pastor dies tomorrow? You're screwed. You gotta find God for yourself. You gotta thirst for God and hunger for God by yourself. Your pastor's responsibility, one, is to direct you to God. But in this wicked world that we are in, men direct you to themselves. You're already in trouble. So you can only hear God from man. You have a problem. Because humans are naturally selfish and self-centered. So whenever they hear from God, if you are depending on man to hear from God, whenever they hear from God concerning you, they will not download the whole thing to you. Because they always want you to depend on them to come and hear from God. Sweet that the Holy Spirit lives inside of you. He's your paraclete, your standby God. He wants to talk to you by himself. When you learn who God is, you allow God to introduce himself to you. It will be easy for you to trust him. Until you trust God, you can't walk with him. Yet though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Until the premium is on trust for God, but if you don't know the God that is speaking, you will fear. You will worry. Isaiah 41 verse 10. I'm going to start with that. You see, you got to put the premium on God and not on man. All of your faith must rest on him. Your trust in him. If not, you can't survive this Christian. You will be an artificial Christian. You live on this superficial realm. It's only when you get to church you get high. When you are home, you are cold. You already have a problem. Isaiah 41 verse 10, the Amplified Version says, look at it. It says, fear not, there is nothing to fear. This is major. You know, God gave me this scripture years ago while I was inside intensive warfare. And I will be crying as if I want to lose my mind. What do you mean there is nothing to fear? Can't you see this and see that and see that and see that? Can't you hear the noise of whatever is making noise? And God, every time, for a long time, he will be ringing the same in my ears. Fear not, for there is nothing to fear. Nothing. Until I come to the place of absolute trust, I will have so many things to fear. Until I have a relationship, until I've placed the premium on him, I will have so many things to fear. There are so many things to fear in this world. But the one that is speaking to you says there is nothing. You see David had absolute trust. His trust in God was not shaken. He knew without a shadow of doubt that God was with him. He placed his trust, his hope on him, not on anybody. You know, when he had an affair or whatever with Bathsheba, right? And then they had the first pregnancy. And God sent Nathan the prophet to him. And then he was going to kill that child. David fasted, waited and fasted and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. God killed the child. But because David had so much trust in God, trust. David knew that his life had no meaning. David knew that it was this God that took him from that bush. It was this God that gave him a name. It was this God that preferred him above his brothers. It was this God that chose him from the bush where he was tending things that nobody even gave a care about this guy. He trained himself, he developed trust, he placed the premium of his faith on this God, and not on anybody but God. God killed the child. Immediately God killed the child. David got up from his fasting, washed his face, and he said, give me food to eat. And they go like, what? You've been fasting and crying for this child not to die, and God killed the child you are eating. He said, yes, he is God. He can do whatever he wants to do. He did whatever he wanted to do. He's still my God. I still love and trust him. Boom. Bathsheba had another son. And God said, that one will be the king. You know, the ways of God are not our ways. The thoughts of God are not our thoughts. As far as the heaven is far from the earth, so are his ways and are his thoughts farther than ours. Until a man place the premium of your trust on God, you cannot enjoy God. So when you see a scripture like this, it says, fear not. This is what God told me for years. There is nothing to fear. But there's cancer before you, and you are saying there's nothing to fear. He said, there is nothing to fear. Why? Because I am God. Because I know the end from the beginning. Because I know how this drama is going to end. I already figured it out. I know how you are going to win. Like I would tell my siblings, I said, the drama in our family, I know exactly how it will end. And I did know. I know exactly how they said the movie, and God played the movie to me. While I was in that thing, it was playing. This is how it will end. This one will be like this, and then this is what is here, and that is what is there. It will end like this. And because He has given me heads up, I know exactly how it will end, right? There is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Fear not, for there is nothing. There is hardship, nothing to fear. There is cancer, nothing to fear. There is doctor's report of you will die today, nothing to fear. Nothing. The landlord wants to throw me out. There is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Fear not. Fear not, for there is nothing to fear. Why? Look at it here. It says, and there's nothing to fear, for I am with you. The premium has to be on the one that is with you. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, right? I shall fear no evil, right? For your rod and your staff, they are with me. Fear not, there is nothing to fear, because I, God, the owner of the universe, the creator of all things, the one that all things, whether they are visible or invisible, the Lord of heaven's army, I could send 12 legions, I could send 100 legions, I could do anything right now. I am with you. The one that knows all things, the one that has all power, the one that everything is subject to, everything visible and invisible is subject to, is the one that is saying, the one that's bigger than your pastor and your father and the most biggest, the Pope, or the most whoever in this world. He said he's the one that is with you. Don't look at God as man. Don't look at man as God. You got to place man in his place and put God in his place. God is God. He's omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. He knows all things. He has all power. He has all ability, his capacity, his energy, his life, his anything you can call him. He feels everything. He's God. He can never be exhausted. Put all of us together, everything that is living, visible and invisible. We are drawing life from this God every second, every moment of our lives. This God still stands. He said he's the one that is with you. Look at it. Fear not, there is nothing. That means you got to look at that sucker in the face and say, I'm not afraid of you anymore. When the premium of your trust is on God, you're good to go. You see, the reason why we fear and we are captivated by fear have been there before. Because we take the premium of God and we put the premium on whatever is playing, whatever drama is playing around, or whatever is coming to our ears. We put the premium, the threats of the enemy, the of Satan. We put the premium on it, and then we make God small, and we make what we are afraid of big. He said there is nothing to fear. He said, me, God, I am with you. Look at it now. I am with you. What is going to happen? He said, I am with you. Don't look around you. Don't look around you in terror and be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. This was where he kept me for years. This word I want to read now. He said, I will strengthen you. He said, I will harden you. That was the word. I prayed this thing as if all my head was going to burst open. I will harden you. I will make you a hardened criminal. I will harden you to difficulty. That thing that they are, that yoke that they put on you, I will give you 10 times strength against it. I will harden it. No matter what they threw at me, I was hardened to it. That was the word that I survived on. I will think, I will say, I will harden you, I will harden you, I will cry, God, harden me. No matter what is throwing at you, what they are throwing at you, God will harden you against it. He won't take you out. If your trust is not on God, it has to be on the strength of Lucifer. What Lucifer can do to you. I choose to trust God, that He is God and He is with me. And if He says there is nothing to fear, it means He got this one. It means He's already ahead of me. It means He has already diluted the power of that thing that was coming war against me. Look at David. I want to show you that there's nothing. Are we adding you to what? Are we adding you to difficulties? That's where Satan's strength is. It will block you here and block you there and block you there and block you there. All the years that the cankerworm and the locusts, all the years that they've eaten, he will block here, he will block there, he will block there, he will hinder here, he will do this one, something's going go. They will put the yoke here, they will put the blocking here, they will do all kinds of, all the nonsense that they do. They will do this and do that and do that and stop this, that good thing is coming, they will block it, that one coming, block it. This one is coming, scourging tongues, scourging of tongues, we speak, everything we speak, just to stop. But God said, everything that they are doing, I will harden you against it. So the talking will not have effect. Whatever, you will always come high above it, above. They will form the weapon. They will plan it in the cover. They will plan it among themselves, human. As they are planning, God is showing. As they are planning, God is showing. As He's showing, He's infusing you with injection. Harden injection. I will harden you to difficulties. That's not to fear. And we harden you to difficulties. Look at it. Yes, I will help you. Yes, I will hold you up. I will hold you up. You can't fall. You won't fall. Every settings from hell to make you fall is a lie. It will shame them. It will collapse in their face. You cannot fall. I'm going to show you something in a second. You won't fall. I will retain you. Look at it. I will hold you up. He won't leave you now. I will hold you and I will retain. Those words never got out of my system. Those words adding me to difficulties, retain me, hold me up and retain. I will maintain the level. The level that I've lifted, I will maintain. God is the one talking. Look at it. I will hold you up, yes, with my victorious right hand of rightness and justice. I will hold you up. All right. So Samuel 17. From verse 38, I'm going to read the whole chapter. I'm taking from verse 38. Look at it now. And Saul armed David. David is going to confront Goliath. And Saul armed David, right? Armed David with his armor. And he put an helmet of brass upon his head. Also he armed him with a coat of mail. And David gathered his sword upon his armor, and he essayed to go, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And David put them off him. And he took his staff in his hand, and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook, and put them in a shepherd's bag which he had, even in his crib. And his sling was in his hand, and he drew near to the Philistine. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David. Watch this. The Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, this is where people miss it. When he looked about and he saw David, he only saw David. He didn't know that the Lord and his host was with David. When God said, fear not, he might not be so visible that nobody can see him. It's not with you. So people see you as ordinary man, as ordinary woman, as ordinary boy, as that girl. Go near the girl and try to touch the girl. Then you will know the people that are with the girl. When God says to you, fear not, nothing to fear. God, I am with you. You're set. And this is what God is saying to all of us this afternoon. You're all set. Look at it. And the Philistines, look at it, I'm going to read that again, no? And when the Philistines looked about and saw David, he disdained him. He disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy and of a fair countenance. And the Philistines said unto David, am I a dog? Are you stupid? You look at this little boy. Is he the one that they are bringing to come and fight with me? But he didn't know that David was not alone. I didn't know it was Abraham I was sharing this thing with yesterday morning. You know, there are times we have a dreams. I've had such dreams before. That you see something pursuing you, either it's pursuing you, they are pursuing you, they are trying to. Next time they will come again to want to pursue. By the time they see you from afar, by themselves, they just run back. They can't come here. Why? Because power has already changed hands. The Philistine did not know that David was not alone. He just saw David ordinarily. He just saw this young boy. He disdained him and said, are you stupid? And he said, I curse you. And he cursed David with his God. And David said, no, I'm not alone. I didn't come alone. Look at it. I am here with in the name of the Lord of hosts. The one that you are messing up with. This is who is with me. And because truly God was with David, he was able to pull down Goliath. The story is not about David pulling out Goliath. The story is not about David, the small boy, he killed Goliath. No. The story is who he was with David. The story is who has David placed the premium on. The story is who did David place his trust in. The story is who backed up David. You know, the God that you don't trust cannot back you up now. You got to find God for yourself. You got to draw nearer to him as he draws nearer to you. You got to take the premium off man. Love your pastors. Respect your man of God. Love them. Listen to the word of God from their mouth. The assignment on earth, all of us as pastor, apostle, prophet, blah, blah, we are to direct you to him. To build a relationship with him. That's the job of a pastor, apostle, whatever, not to themselves. If David did not know God for himself, he said, I didn't come alone. I came in the name of the Lord of hosts. David was not there by himself. He came with the Lord and his hosts. Goliath must fall. That Goliath that you are contending for in your family, that stubborn enemy that says it's a lie, I can't go, I won't give up, I won't all that nonsense. Go and connect yourself to God. Seek God and find Him. Just be on God's side and let God be on your side. You're all set. Don't seek God by your lip. Don't seek God by your lip. Seek God. Put your trust on Him. Whenever Goliath comes before you, God is already there. Whatever you are going through, whatever is making noise, whatever is contending with your life right now, whatever is boasting against you, whether the boast is the secret or the open, whatever is saying over my dead body, you won't make it. Whatever is saying I won't let you go, whatever is saying I've taken your sin, I've taken what belongs to you, let me see how you are going to get it. Don't worry. Don't waste your time talking with them. Put them under your leg. Go and run after God. Let God tell you, as He's telling you on this day, February 21, I am with you. That's all you need. God is saying, if you will allow Him, there's nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. Yet though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Nothing to fear. For I, me God. That's all you need to hear. That's all you should first and hunger for. That's where your trust and your hope and your concentration 101% should be. Not on a man of God. He can fail you. He can tell you a lie because he wants to collect your money. He can tell you God is with you. God is with you. You know, men of God, when a man of God told one apostle, God is with you, I say, I know. He got offended. Excuse you? I know. I know. When I was going through the valley of the shadow of death, stop that your Nigerian manipulation. I know before I came to Nigeria. I know. Like I know how to spell my name. I know that God is with me. Is with me. Is with me. Is with me in my world. Is with me. He's with you. Gotta know. So whenever anything is shaking, I say, sweet Jesus, what is this? What's up with this one? Which one is this one? He will tell me this. It will tell me that. It will tell me that. My trust is on Him alone. That was why David could win every war. Wouldn't there be difficulties? Oh, there will be difficulties. There will be war. There will be all kinds of craziness. He said, I will harden you to it. But if you don't know that He's with you and you don't trust Him, He can't harden you. The thing will overwhelm you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Proverbs chapter 3 says, and lean not on your own understanding. Acknowledge Him in all your ways. It is only the man that has trusted God that will acknowledge God. It's only the one that has placed the premium of his hope and trust and faith on Him that will acknowledge Him in all His ways. He said, and He will direct your path. Those that are led by the Holy Spirit are the ones that are called the sons of God. David said, I've not tested this kind of armor before. I will be fine. I remember the God that helped me to kill the lion. took out that baby lamb from the mouth of the lion, killed the lion, and did the same with the bear. He's with me. Are you sure he's with me? Are you sure? Goliath was a giant from his womb, or from the mother's womb. God is with me. This has to be your confidence. This has to be your mindset. God, the owner of the universe, the one that can kill and make alive, the one that can place one down and lift the other one up, is not moved by time. He can do anything at any moment. He's not controlled by our time. He is spirit. He said, I'm with you. The one that sees a million years from now, the one that knows your end from the beginning, he said, I am with you. He said, there's nothing to fear. Guys, that thing you have trusted in the arm of flesh, it must fail you because it's just. You have trusted in the arm of flesh, including yourself, including your own arm of flesh. You have trusted in your certificates. You have trusted in your strength and your capacity and your connection and everything. You know, there is a place that man can get you to. You have trusted in everything. You have trusted in your beauty. Your trust must be on him. In the day of trouble, you want to hear, fear not, I am here. You might not see him physically, but he's there with his host. You know, Elisha had that, right? Elisha flexed in that. He flexed. Apostle Peter, are you hearing? Elisha flexed in that level. He so knew that God was with him. The servant didn't know that God was with them. The servant didn't know that the host of heaven, this host walked with these guys. He didn't even know. You cannot be following a man of God that don't know what the man of God knows. Oh, Master, we are in trouble. Elijah said, no, we are not. He said, we are. Please go and look outside. There are people there. They came to arrest us. Elisha said, the ones that are with us are more. He had a knowing. Because it's like this with God, intimacy. You know, I was sharing the other day, I said, what kind of relationship is that? I don't know what you ask God when you pray. What was that? Elisha could say, please open his eyes. Just like that. And they opened his eyes. And he saw. Elijah could say, blind this one that came to arrest us. And they got to the gate of Samaria and said, open their eyes again. Who is this Elijah controlling headquarters? Relationship. Relationship with God, your creator. When you have a relationship with him, you will trust him. Fear not. This is the only way you can, this picture can make sense to you. If not, everything will get to you. Fear will cripple. Fear cripples. Fear. I've experienced fear before I have. Fear entered me because I had a word from somebody, some wicked family member. I had the word that they were going to kill some people. The word entered me, fear entered me. See, how can somebody be so mean? The fear lasted in my system for 6 months. I know the torment of fear. I went to my Chinese doctor, Chinese old man, Dr. Yuan. I said, Dr. Yuan, I don't know what's going on. He said, Mary, what happened? I said, I went to Nigeria and I had such and such and such. You say, oh my God, that's a horrible thing to hear. I said, I know. You know what he told me? He said, Mary, you need to go, I don't know what's going on, you need to go and deal with it. I'll give you 1 week or 2 weeks to deal with it, and then come back and see me. Make an appointment to come and see me again. If you don't deal with it, by law, I'll put you on antidepressant medication. I'll put on your chart, you are depressed. Chinese old man. I said, thank you, Dr. Yuan, you'll see me in 2 weeks' time. I got out of that doctor's office, I was going to my car. I said, damn you, Lucifer. Damn you, Satan. Damn me. Depression, all body issues, Satan. Let's do it. I got to my house, I sat down, I took my Bible. This Isaiah, I just read to you. Psalm 27. Anywhere you will see fear not, I took my weapons. Katoto batata gidaga. Legegedonobo kotokoto. Batata tuguguga. The thing lifted and died till tomorrow. Went back to the U and said, oh, you I'm fine. Keep your depressant medication for another patient, not me. For you to enter into the fear not, I am with you with God. Sweetheart, you got to unwind your mind, unwind and rewind your brains, and have a talk with yourself. Sit down with yourself and ask yourself, do I really trust God? All these things I'm doing, do I trust God? If you don't trust God, you will fear. If you trust God, you will know that God is with you. And every Goliath was bow. Fear not, for there is nothing. This is God talking. He's calling you to trust Him. He said there is nothing, absolutely nothing. That thing that you have seen, you don't understand. They want to foreclose on the house. It's all right. Nothing to fear. They are going to leave me. I'm going to be alone. They are threatening. The one that is giving me money is threatening. Nothing to fear. They say if I don't do it their way, they are going to leave me. Nothing to fear. The doctors have given a report. Nothing to fear. The landlord is throwing me out of the house. Nothing to fear. The divorce paper is here. She said I should sign it. He said I should sign it. Nothing to fear. For I am with you. Don't look around you in terror and be dismayed, for I am your God. If you don't have trust in I am, if you don't have trust in I am with you, I am your God, you will fear. You will live in terror. Isaiah 54 says, because we are established. Can that be said of you? Established in righteousness. We are far from oppression and from terror. It shall not come near us. Father, help me to trust you above all. That's where you want to be. That was David's victory. That was David's victory. That was David's victory upon victory upon victory upon victory upon victory. He trusted in God. So whenever God said to David, go this corner, he's gone. Go that way, he's gone. Shall I pursue? Will I overtake? Will I recover? He said you will pursue, you will overtake, you will recover all. Trust. Fear not, for I am with you. There is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Father, in the name of Jesus, let's pray. I ask for the grace to trust you alone. Don't trust the fear. Don't trust what the devil can do to you. Don't put your trust in the ghosting. You know, they say, I will show you, I will deal with you. Go back to God and say, this is what they said. God will say, go and sleep. You got to build a relationship with God. Satan will threaten you. Satan will use wicked men to threaten you. Satan will use all kinds of stupid people to threaten you. Witches, wizards, or bandits, occultic people, crazy people. They will do their acrobat. They will tell you, I will deal with you, I will show you, I will blah, blah, blah. God say, trust me. There's nothing to fear. I am with you. I had something that was on my mind for a long time. Evil can never overcome good. God placed it on my mind. It was a stronghold on my mind. I don't know how long this drama will play, but at the end of the day, good must speak. Good must speak. Don't be carried away by the threats of humans or Satan. Place your trust on God. And God is saying, no matter how huge that Goliath is, no matter how tall, how gigantic that Goliath looks like, there is still a David that will say, God, I trust you. You see how God disgraced Goliath? You see how God disgraced the camp of Goliath with a stone? It wasn't David that threw that stone. He was not alone. He was not alone. David just picked up the natural thing. He needs to pick up something in the natural. And an angel took his hand and brought that Goliath. God is with us. God is for us. God is with us. God is for us. And God is saying to you, fear not. There is nothing to fear, for I am with you. Talk to your Father. Give me the grace to trust you above my fears. Give me the grace this afternoon, February the 21st, 2020. Give me the grace to trust you above my fears. Everybody's left me in the ministry. That's all right. I trust you. They walk out on me. That's all right. I trust you. There's nothing to fear. You were not born with them. The same God that allowed them to walk in can allow them to walk out so he can bring another better people into your life. Oh, there's a yoke on my neck. You don't understand. I can't even do that. There's nothing to fear. You got to put the premium on what God is saying, not what is making noise in our body. Whatever is making noise in our body, God knows. He sees. Trust. Trust. The one that knows and sees every cell in your body and how it's functioning right now. The one that knows your future. The one that knows your end from the beginning. He said, I am with you. He said, I will help you. He said, I will harden you to that thing. Don't fear the thing. Turn your, whatever it is you are going through right now, don't stop. Take the fear from that thing. Turn yourself to God and say, harden me against this thing. Harden me against this thing. Harden me against this thing. Stay with Isaiah 41 verse 10, the Amplified Version. Father, we ask for the grace not to fear anything on this earth. The grace to trust you, knowing that you are with us and that you are our God. Whatever it is that we have to go through, whatever it is that we must go through, whatever it is that we must go through, harden us against it. Harden us against it. You know, when God hardens you against something, I'm done. When God hardens you against something, and this is what happens. This is the mindset you carry. I will be the last man standing. You this thing, I will beat you. You, I will conquer you. You. No matter their tantrums, me and God, I will win at the end of the day. That is the mindset He gives you. You will never have the mindset of, oh, they will kill me, oh, they will overcome me, oh, no. I will harden you against difficulties. It's not one, difficulties. As you are going, you are conquering. As you are going, you are conquering. As you are going, you are conquering. But if your trust is not in God, you will see something that will shake you. You will submit to that thing. I refuse to bow my head to Satan. I refuse. Let them be 1 billion. You had told me years ago I will harden you. I will harden you. I will harden you. It gives you an infusion. It injects you with something that is stronger than your. He said, I will give you a strength that no hostile power can overcome. No matter how hostile they are. He said, I will give you a strength. He said that to Jeremiah. No hostile power can overcome it. May God give you the grace to overcome your fears. May God give you the grace to trust Him. No matter what the Goliath, who or what the Goliath is. You look at that thing and say, you're stupid. You're dead already. God is with you. God is for you. God is for you. You got to believe that. If you're a child of God, God is for you. God is for you. Father, thank you for your word. There is nothing. Psalms 46, I believe, says, even though the earth will move, we shall not fear. 27 Psalm says, the Lord is my strength and my salvation. The Lord is the stronghold of my life. When my enemies and my foes and the wicked, they came up to eat my flesh, they stumbled and they fall. Why? Because they didn't see who was with me. They didn't see who is with me. When they came, they jam rock. That is where your premium should be. That is where your concentration should be. That God is on my side. That was what David had. That's what you should have. That's what I should have. May God bless the word in your heart. In Jesus' name, I'll see you later. Love you.